In part 1, I managed to make it across the rugged South Yatsugatake to the Natsuzawa Pass. In part 2, I'll continue on across the green and mossy forest of Kita, or North Yatsugatake. In part 1, I took a taxi from Kobuchizawa Station to Kanondaira, where I started hiking from the south end of Yatsugatake. On day 1, I reached the summits of Amigasa and Nishidake before spending the night at Seinen Goya Lodge. Day 2 was much more challenging as I summited Gongendake, Akadake, and Yokodake on my way to Iodake Sanso Lodge for the night. Day 3 was beautiful weather as I summited Iodake in the morning and then made my way to Natsuzawa Pass, which is the official dividing point of the South and North Yatsugatake mountain range. And from there, we'll continue our hike across the North Yatsugatake mountains. じゃあ気をつけてください。ありがとうございます。はい。So we're gonna head this way towards Mount Neishi and Tengu. Still got a little bit more snow to walk through. So this is called Neishigake Sanso Lodge. They have water if you need it. But we're gonna go ahead and head up to Neishi. That's Tengudake right there. So we're gonna go over to East Tengudake first. I think we go down from there, so I'm gonna leave my backpack there and hike over to West Tengudake. This is Higashi Tengudake, 2,640 meters. So this is the East Tengu, that's West Tengu. And I'm gonna run over there to the top of Nishi Tengudake. It's not too hard of a descent from Higashi Tengu. We're down at the middle here. We'll head up to Nishi Tengu. Definitely much easier without, but probably 20 pounds of backpack on my back. Okay, we made it up here to Nishi Tengu, 2,646 meters. Let's take a look at the view. There's Chino City, and just over that little hill is Suwako, Lake Suwa, where I used to live 20 years ago. Okay, let's go ahead and head back down, grab my backpack, and I will head on that way. It's no easy task coming up and down these hills. It's pretty steep, look at that, the rocks are loose. And that's where we're heading now. Just down the mountain onto flatter land. So I think we got all the big mountains behind us. And that's where I'm staying tomorrow night. At the top of Tatashina. We'll stay one night somewhere down in there. And then tomorrow we gotta hike up to the top of that. They call it Mini Fuji because it's the same shape as Fuji. I don't know if you can see Mount Fuji today. I think it's a little cloudy over that direction. I think it's just as slow for me to climb down the rocks as it is climbing up. I take it easy. I've passed a few people today doing day trips There's a nice couple just walked by. It's about an hour from here to Kuroyuri Hyutte, which is famous for its beef stew, but I don't think I'll make it in time to eat lunch there. But anywhere I'm staying tonight, it's one more hour past that. So let's get going. I always wanted to be Indy Jones when I was a kid. I guess this trip is my chance. Gotta make our way over these rocks. It's another minefield of boulders. Gotta be careful for these icy spots too. Okay, we're here at a crossroads. Go right to Midori-ike, left to Kuroyuri. But I have to go straight over those stones, but see up there it says can't go any further due to heavy snow. But if I go around the long way, it's gonna take me probably 3 to 4 hours. If I go straight, it's about an hour, hour and a half. So let's try to go straight. After coming over the highest peaks and not having any trouble with snow, I think it should be fine. Looks like it's all melted. Worst case scenario, I can always get back there to Kuroyuri Lodge if I need help. But going this way should be about an hour and a half to Shirakoma Lodge. Probably after the winter snow melts, it gets pretty muddy, so they have these wooden planks to help you get through here. So there's still a foot or two of snow on this part. It's pretty packed though, and just follow other people's footprints. And then it's more planks. So this is here, we're at Mount Nakayama, and it's about an hour walk from here to the next little mountain, but they're the same altitude, so hopefully this will be mostly flat. But I just passed a guy that said there's still some snow, so be careful. There's Tatashina. So we're gonna be staying tomorrow night, top of that mountain. Friday morning, we'll head down, 2-hour walk to the bus station, we'll be done. We're gonna head that way. This is the part the guy was telling me about. It's downhill, covered with snow. Yeah, just gotta be careful not to slip and fall. Another thing too, instead of walking straight down through these rocks, right along the trail, you can go through the woods here too, on some of the parts. This is where I wanted to stay, Takami, but they're closed on Wednesdays. Must be getting close. They have the welcome, the red carpet out. This wooden thing. And I made it. Shirakoma. So, Shirakoma so. It's right here on the lake. There's the entrance. So I booked a share room, which most of this place only has share room, but I'm the only guest tonight. So, get the whole room to myself. So, that's my mess over there. But I'm gonna go have a bath first before dinner. They actually do have rooms for groups of like 3 and 4. Looks like this. But I've got a huge room all to myself tonight. Toilets are just out into the hall. Okay, time for a bath. And don't forget, in Japan, you gotta get clean before you get into the bathtub, because everybody uses the same water. But I have it all to myself tonight. I made it here just in time before it started raining. Look, there's a rainbow over there. And after seeing that rainbow, it's dinner time now. Let's go see what we have. Itadakimasu. Good night. See you guys in the morning. After last night's dinner, I can't wait to see what's for breakfast today. 6:30 today, so not at 5:30 like I did at other places. That place that just stayed, Shirokuma, has been in business for over 100 years, and we got 5 kids. The youngest son is going to be 5th generation owner when he gets a little older. It was a nice place, clean, warm, and really good food. If you want to stay at Shirokuma, where I stayed last night, without having to do all this hiking, there's a parking lot we're about to be to. You can park there and walk 15 minutes and enjoy the place. This part of Yatsugatake is known for its moss. Some of it even glows in the dark, but the guy just passed is here for the day taking picture. He's gonna take pictures of the moss. There's the parking lot right there, but we're just gonna bypass it, heading to Mugikusa Pass. So we'll keep going this way. But if you want to avoid the rocks, you can meander your way on the side trail that runs right along this. Right here. So the mossy area changed to a different kind of plant. This is called Dake Kamba. I don't know what that is in English, so I'll look it up when I edit this video. Let you know what it is. Here's some tracks, probably from Kamoshika. It's the deer that you find around this area. There's a fence right here, just have to open it right here, and then we'll just go straight across that road. I think that's 299. We'll just continue straight across the street, Route 299, and head on up to Chaosiyama. And one piece of advice is if you don't speak or read any Japanese, at least learn the kanji or write them down for the places that you want to go where the trails split, because a lot of these signs are only in Japanese. Or at least have an app that you can translate it. But this is Oishitoge Chaosiyama, but we have to go up this way. Today I've got a few turnoffs to make Some of these trails might be hard to find, but I went over the map a few times last night. But places like this where the trail splits, this is Oishi Toge to the left, but Chaosiyama have to go up here to the top. There's a sign right there too in English. And I should have known it being called Oishi Toge, Oishi Pass. It means big rocks. So that's why you see all these rocks. This is called Nakakoba. We're gonna head over that way to Chaosiyama. You can see Akadake Way over there. Since we're getting into more forested areas now, over there, I'm gonna go ahead and take my bear bell out just in case, at least to make a little bit of noise in case there is something. So those 4 old guys said it's about 30 more minutes to the top to get to Chaosiyama. Still got a bit of uphill though. We made it to the Natsuzawa Pass. We'll head this way to the observatory now. A little bit of cloud cover coming in, so I don't know how good the view is going to be. Ah, beautiful. So that's where I started 4 days ago, right behind the signpost here, where it slopes up. Came across all those peaks, through these woods, and tomorrow morning we'll come down that little hump of a mountain, Tatashina, and finish there. But I'm staying at a lodge at the top of that tonight, so got about 4 or 5 hours from here to go through all the way up to the top there. Hopefully before it starts raining. I guess today's theme is uphill rocky trails. See the kamoshika right behind me. Eating. Scared me for said that was a bear for a second. So this is the top of Shimagure mountain. It's at 2,403 meters. So we're gonna head down to Amaike Pass, and then from there I think Yokodake, and then we'll be to Tatashina. So I think 2 more mountains. Well, we've come to another intersection. Left to the ropeway, that way to Amaike Pan. So we're gonna head towards the ropeway and then cut off and head up Kitayokodake. So we'll head this way. There's a part on the map that if we go up Amaikeyama, it's hard to cut through. So this will save a little bit of time getting over to Tatashina, and it's safer too. Yeah, it's a nice view down through the valley. Look at that. Looks like this lodge probably closed already. We're gonna head up there. There's some nice folks. Just had a chat with. They're just doing a day trip. But they said it gets a little harder right here. You can see heading up to Kitayokodake looks like this. So not as bad as some of the other stuff we've seen, but top of the mountain isn't coming to me, so gotta head up there. So that was Kitayokodake Lodge back there. They're closed today, but it's only about 30 more minutes. But there's some snow from here on out. But you can kind of walk to the side of it over here, or on top of it. And after all those rough sections with snow and rocks, the rest of the way to the top looks like they have these nice stairs. We'll head over to Kitayokodake North Peak now. And then from there, head on over to Tateshina. That was a short 5 minutes, but pretty much the same as the other peak. So we still have about 3 more hours. We gotta get to the top of Tateshina over there, so let's try to hustle. Somewhere just after the north and south peaks of North Yatsugatake, I know, that name itself is confusing, I took a wrong turn. But I didn't realize it at the time, so I just kept walking ahead deeper into the forest. Yeah, I see where I'm supposed to be tonight. At the top of Tateshina is where I'm staying. But still got to go through those woods there, across that ridge line over there, and then up to the top. Hopefully I can make it in about 2 hours. It's 2 o'clock right now. Hopefully I can get there around 4:30. And it looks fairly flat across that part. So hopefully I can make up some time. But it's hard to make up time when you have to climb over these boulders. It's just hard. Hopefully it gets flatter through the woods over there. Coming across those boulders there is definitely an easy way to get lost. I thought I might have been lost for a minute there, but just keep an eye on these circles. So thank you forever to whoever spray paints these, because they're a lifesaver. So I took a wrong turn somewhere, and this goes down to Tengudake, which is about 3 hours from Tateshina, and it's about almost an hour from here to there, so I might have to hustle and maybe think of a plan B. So let's get going. So I'm getting closer to Tengudake, and there's a lodge there. I hope they're open today. I'm gonna see if they'll let me stay there, and I'll just pay the cancel fee at the other place, because it's still probably 3 hours away because I took a wrong turn. I'm not lost because I'm on a trail, but just I took a wrong turn somewhere. But this isn't the kind of terrain you want to walk in the dark, climbing down these rocks. That's where I just came from up there. So we'll see in about a half hour if they'll let me stay there and if they're open. So I can see Tengudake Lodge right there. So almost 4 o'clock. Hopefully they'll let me stay there. If not, I'll just curl up in a sleeping bag outside. I see someone walking around down there, so they're probably open. So that was a hard traverse down the hill over those rocks, but I made it here to Tengudake Lodge, and I talked to the other place that I was supposed to stay, and they're just going to cancel over there, and I'm going to stay here for tonight, and I'll pay a little bit of the cancel fee, but appreciate this guy letting me stay here, that's for sure. So the way it works here is they have tents set up inside. So even though it's a share room, everybody has a little bit of privacy. But I'm the only one here tonight. He said there's 2 people coming to camp. Itadakimasu. So woke up to a cold rainy morning, but Matsushima-san, the caretaker here, told me a shorter way I can get down, safer way since it's raining. Instead of going down Tatashina, I'm gonna head over towards the ropeway and then just walk the ropeway path down to the bus stop. Should take about 4 hours. So here's the shortcut he told me about. Instead of going to Amaike, he said just go straight through here. It says do not come through here because he said there have been rocks and stuff that have fallen down and blocked the road. But he said it's a pretty clear path all the way, and they haven't had any slides through here in a long time. So he said this is the safest and fastest. Since the forecast showed for a long rainy day, I decided to bypass Mount Tatashina due to safety reasons and to make sure I didn't miss one of only 4 buses that goes back to Chino Station. It's actually turned into a nice cobblestone type road. Look at this. So we made it across the access road, and we're going to take this part up towards the ropeway station instead of going back to Natsuzawa Pass. So we're going to head over the mountain there. It's a tough set of stairs, and it's slippery too. And for some reason, this intersection looked very familiar. This is actually the same route we came yesterday. Remember coming past here? So we're gonna go straight instead of turning to the right, just right up here. So we came here yesterday, turned right to go up towards Kitayokodake. But today we're just gonna go straight down to the ropeway from here. This is the ropeway station, but we're gonna head downhill. I'm gonna go inside and ask just to make sure there's not multiple trails that go down. So here at Yatsugatake ropeway station at the top of the mountain, it's about an hour to an hour and a half walk down to the bus stop from here. I'm gonna take about a 5-minute break and then get going. Yeah, it's getting pretty windy and a little bit of snow too. Okay, let's get going. Instead of taking the ropeway, I decided to walk for 1 more hour and complete my journey at the trailhead. I just saw the ropeway go by, but we're heading down through here. Here's the ski run. There goes the ropeway. And there it was, the finish line. And we made it all the way across Yatsugatake. 4 nights, 5 days. It was a good adventure. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time.